What's up, guys? What I do? So I haven't filmed a video in a little bit, just kind of been going through processes, going through life, and getting back on a routine, because for the longest time I wasn't on a routine, and that played a big toll in how my mental state and just how my physical state, just everything. I just wasn't feeling at my best all around. So I just took this past maybe like month or two to just kind of get back into a routine and kind of reflect and change habits. I know mental health is a big thing now. We all struggle with it. We all have our own processes with it. But I wanted to make this video just kind of just talking about mental health, because we all struggle with it, and how I cope with it and how I'm dealing with it. I've dealt with a lot of things the past couple years. Most of it's because of COVID, a lot of life changes, unexpected changes, and just not knowing where my life was going to go, because I lost everything. I lost my dream job. I lost a lot of things that I didn't think I would get back, and I'm slowly getting things back and getting back on track. But yeah, I just want to talk about just a few things that I do to keep my mental state afloat, because we always, like I'm always right here. This is like the line, like I'm always like this. Whoop, whoop, coming up, coming down. Like that's just how I am, and most of you guys can relate to that. But yeah, so these are the few things that I do to, keep my mental afloat. So the first thing I do is probably the most important thing, is that I pray. I'm really big into faith. I'm really big into having a personal relationship with God, and however you want to look at that, that's your preference. But for me personally, what gets me through things is praying and being around godly people. It helps keep my mind in a positive mindset, and also listening to positive music plays a big role in how my day is going to go. So I'm always blasting some Christian music, uplifting music. I got my Kurt Franklin on deck, Maverick City on deck, which they're going on tour this summer. I'm really excited because I'm going to it. Woohoo! Who else? Jonathan McReynolds, William McDowell, Snooki Norfolk, all these different Elevation Worship. I just listen to a lot of positive things in the morning and just throughout my day. Even when I work out, I listen to a lot of Christian uplifting music because it gets me through things. So that's a way that I deal with my mental health. Number two is I started working out again, because growing up I was always physically active and keeping my mind and my body, active and flowing and just doing different things and always keeping in shape. Being in the gym for me, it relieves stress. It relieves a lot of things for me. And I've learned that, and I've kind of missed that, and getting back into it. I didn't realize what I had until I wasn't doing it anymore. And once I got back into it, I'm just like, oh my God, I feel so much better after leaving the gym, because I released so much tension. So yeah, I started going to the gym. Really helps. And number three, it kind of goes back to the first one, but I've been watching a lot of sermons lately, just different pastors and just different ways to help get through things. I feel like when you listen to sermons, you listen to God's word. He's telling you something, he's trying to show you something. And I've definitely, in the past like month or two, I've had a lot of sermons align with what I was going through, like to a T. And it's kind of scary, but in a good way. It kind of reminded me that your angels are around you, people, God's watching you, over you. He knows what you're going through, and he throws things in when it's needed to be heard, and when it's needed for you to see it and receive it. So I definitely been receiving the messages really well and really listening to what they're saying. I listened to my home church in Lakeland, Florida, Free Life Chapel. I listened to Mike Todd's sermons. I listened to a lot of different sermons. That is a third reason on how I get through things. My fourth is how I'm getting through things, which I think is really important as well, is having a circle around you who really cares about you and being selective on who you bring into your space. Looking back, I was bringing the wrong people into my space, and which was bringing my mood down, a lot of negative energy, a lot of, negative mindset, just negativity all around, and just removing all those people from your life and only surrounding yourself around people who care about you, people who uplift you and encourage you. And they're there for you whenever you call them. They're there to pick up the phone and give you advice when you need it. So definitely narrowing down my circle of people has helped me get through those hard mental times that I've had. So yeah, that's definitely a big one, and I'm so thankful and grateful and blessed to have the people that I have in my life because they are amazing. And you know who you are. All my friends, they know who they are. I talk to you all the time, so you know who you are. So shout out to them. Definitely surround yourself around people who are good for you and only good for you. And the fifth is reading books. So these are the ones that I'm reading currently. I'm gonna be reading two because that's all my mind can handle. I just started reading. Growing up, I hated reading. I just hated it. I wasn't into it. Like, my teachers thought I couldn't read because I just didn't read, because I didn't like it, not because I couldn't read. I just didn't like reading. So yeah. So now I actually do read. So if you watched my previous video, you know that I'm reading this. I've been taking a little bit to read it because I actually read it like every Sunday. I should probably read it every day, but this is just my routine. I read a chapter every Sunday. And then another book that I'm reading is like Todd's Relationship Goals. And even if you're in a relationship or if you're not in a relationship, it's just a really good book to read. Gives you really good insight on how to handle relationships and dating and marriage. I am in the dating world, so it's definitely helping me, you know, really stay focused on what I want and what I want to bring to the table, and then what I want in a partner, or what I'm looking for in a partner. So this book definitely gives me really good insight. So I'm reading these two, and I think that books are a really good way to keep the mind active, keep you from thinking about those negative things that are going on in your life. You're learning more, your mind's active, you're gaining knowledge. And I think for me personally, gaining knowledge is like a positive thing. So yeah, that's why I read. So yeah, that's my fifth one. So those are the things that I've been doing to help with my mental state. I hope this video is helpful. I just kind of wanted to go in here. I was just thinking about it. Clearly I came from the gym like an hour ago, so I'm just like kind of just make videos as I go. I just kind of want to come on here and chat. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little quick video. And if you have any other suggestions on how you practice self-care and how you take care of your mental health, leave it down below in the comment section. See you later.